What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today's video we are going to be taking a look at Pocophone F1 running Auction OS 11. So again over here this is a OnePlus 7 base, so there is quite a peace of mind of stability because the hardware is much more similar, and then again it's open beta 1, so you get all the latest features of Auction OS. And then again I will be making this as an installation video, not a features video, because it's just pretty much the same. You have all the normal Auction OS features, and installing it is a pretty tricky process, so it makes for a good video. And I'm again extremely sorry if I just get anything wrong in this video. I'm recording something after like 6 months, to be honest. So please let me know in the comment section below what you guys want to watch, because I'm completely clueless. I haven't opened any of my sources which I used to get my things through. So let's just get that aside. And as you can see, you have normal bloatware, so it doesn't come with a camera. You can just slap on your favorite Gcam that just works on the Android 11. So again, as you can see, I downloaded this random Gcam 8.1 and it just works amazing with all the features. So anything that you're already using must work right over here. Then again, there is no lag or anything. There was one crash when I was uninstalling an app, that may be just an open beta issue, but on the device side it's pretty stable. Developers have fixed pretty much everything from the hardware security, like face unlock, fingerprint just works fine. Then again, VoLTE, VILT, voice over Wi-Fi, everything just works fine. And then more things from the changelog, like the notch has been fixed. Then again, bunch of the bloatware has been removed, like the Dolby Atmos sound, which just doesn't work that great on ported ROMs. Then again, thermals have been optimized, but still you can use mini kernels like Stock, Genos, Shivas, No Name. Everything just works fine on this with the safety net. So again, you can use all the banking apps right over here. So just run it. There you go. Completely works fine. And then coming back, pretty much the same stuff like you always get in open beta 1. I guess the game launcher is a bit different. I haven't seen this. Well, I haven't seen Auction OS in like 5 months, but yeah, that's the new Fanatic mode right over here. Going to the About Phone section, if it opens, gestures are a bit weird. You have Android 11, OnePlus 7. Again, the settings have been optimized. And then let's just get to the installation. So again, you would need a PC, or if you have already installed a custom ROM, and if you have TWRP, you can again download the ROM and the TWRP from link in description. Yes, a custom TWRP from the developers is required over here, and I will tell you that later on PC. So once you're onto your PC, there are two ways that you can go about it. Either you can download the ROM, the recovery and the firmware on your phone and just flash it right away. But as most of us do, we keep our files on our PC, then I can take all the backup, delete everything, wipe the phone clean and then flash our ROM. So for those guys, here you go. It's a bit complicated because the developer has actually implemented a time bomb in order to just prevent the piracy of the ROM or just mirroring it anywhere. As the developer wants to keep the links on the Plink, because I guess Plink pays well for these kind of things. Like, it's really weird way to monetize ROMs, but again, this is a weird way to implement a time bomb into a ROM, that the time zone has been binded to the recovery. I have seen this for the first time. Yeah, I'm bamboozled, to be honest, but here you go. All the files have been downloaded with the ADB folder. So let's just grab our phone, and again, it's the next day. Yeah, currently I'm running .os because grandpa over here ran into some issues while recording. Try and record something after like 6 months, but there you go. .os is pretty good, to be honest. Like, the customization over is kind of nice, to be honest. But just power off your phone, and the prerequisites over here are just have a PC, a bit of a knowledge in installing ROMs, or just installing a custom recovery. So if you have not done that already, there are billions of videos on it. It's a 3-year-old phone, so install a TWRP recovery on your Pocophone F1, just like that. Then just connect it to the PC, and it should be up there. There you go. And just drag and drop this recovery by the developer right over here. This will allow you to flash the ROM. After that, just go to install, select the recovery, confirm to flash, and it should boot itself in 10 seconds. Once the recovery is back up, just go to settings and check if the time zone is matched to your device. So again, over here, central time. Now it doesn't have an Indian time zone like the Kolkata one, so you have to just match your PC at this point. So just go to the settings, find time. There you go. Just set it to central time, which is the default one, into the TWRP, cause don't fiddle it around much, else the ROM won't flash. Of course, you can also can't flash this ROM after 24 hours of downloading both the recovery and the ROM, cause the recovery won't match up with the ROM. Yeah, it's really weird how the developer implemented it, but once the phone has been connected to the PC, you can drag and drop this safety net patch again the firmware right over here. But for the ROM, you have to push it via ADB to just match up the time. So for that, just open this ADB folder, open CMD, keep the phone aside, type in ADB devices, hit enter. There you go. Our device has been successfully connected into the recovery. After that, ADB push space, drag and drop this ROM, again space slash SD card, again that one, hit enter. As you can see, the ROM has been successfully pushed. Then just go back to your phone and just clear the systems by going to wipe, advanced wipe, dynamic cache system vendor data and reserve, which is not a new partition but a hidden Poco one which has our MIO bloatware. Developer has cleared it for some OnePlus thingies, but now just go to install, select firmware, add more zips, the ROM itself, add more zips and the safety net patch. Now you have to keep the safety net patch in your phone, cause in my usage, once I flashed it, the safety net was working fine, but during few boots it just completely gave up, so you have to just flash it again. That's why I just do this extensive testing, but as you can see, everything has been flashed pretty quick. So now just go ahead and reboot the system, nothing else to do. ROM is pretty already packed with all the tweaks like the sound tiles and stuff. You have to just use your favorite Gcam. And there you go, the phone has been booted in a minute. To be honest, Snapdragon 845 is still not a joke when compared to the mid-rangers. For the price that this phone was offered, it's still just great. With the camera, the hardware, just this display. Yep, after using some OLED 120Hz panels, this just feels really poor. But let's just set up the phone completely. Still a good budget phone if you can find it around 12 to 10,000. Skip. Just disable everything, accept, skip, agree to continue, skip, next, start. Let's just do this setup quickly, so you just don't have to worry about it again. It's nice that MIO has the option to just skip it, cause at this point everyone just knows, even if you are just coming from iPhone. And there you go, the latest and greatest of Auction OS right onto your Poco Phone F1. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found this helpful, please drop a like and subscribe down there for more content. Like, I'm planning a lot of things for the Poco Phone F1, and just see you guys in the next one. Peace.